Thousands of crimes and kidnappings occur worldwide each year, often driven by some underlying motive or pre-existing relationship between the perpetrator and the victim. However, the case I'm going to tell you about today is unusual because it seems to lack any understandable reason. Jack Patterson was known as a polite and peaceful young man. One day by chance, while driving home from work, he saw a young girl getting off a school bus and entering her house. Suddenly, a crazy idea struck him. He was captivated by the girl and wanted to take her for himself, just like that, as if we were talking about a toy or a bicycle. On October 5, 2018, Jake went to the home of a girl named Jayme Closs, who was 13 years old, with the intention of kidnapping her. However, he backed out, fearing that her family or neighbors might wake up and become witnesses. He attempted again 2 days later but failed because he was too scared. Then, on October 15, 2018, he made a third attempt, this time bringing a shotgun with him. Around 1 a.m. local time, Patterson parked his car at the front door of the Closs family home. He was carrying the shotgun, wearing a black coat, and had a ski mask on his face. Jayme's 56-year-old father shined a light through a small window in the door at Jake Patterson and asked him to remove the mask. Patterson angrily shouted, "Open this damn door." When James refused to open the door, Patterson shot him through it, breaking the door and killing James instantly. Patterson then forced his way into the house, determined to leave no witnesses. He opened all the room doors and searched until he reached the bathroom. When he tried to open the bathroom door, it was locked, so he shot at it. Inside the bathroom, Jayme's 46-year-old mother was comforting her daughter, who was crying loudly due to the gunshots. Denise tried to call the police, but before she could say anything, Patterson shot her dead. He then tied up Jayme, who was in shock and unable to move after seeing her mother's blood on the floor. Patterson carried Jayme out of the house, almost slipping on her father's blood, while Jayme cried bitterly over her parents' murder. He put Jayme in the trunk of his car and quickly drove to his house with her. The police arrived at the Closs home 4 minutes later due to the suspicious call made by Denise. Although she didn't speak, the police heard gunshots and screaming over the phone. Neighbors reported hearing the gunshots but assumed they were from hunters' rifles, as hunting was common in their area at that time. When Patterson arrived home, he forced Jayme to change into pajamas and sleep in his bed. Before going to sleep, he made sure all the doors were securely locked. The police began their investigation after receiving over 2,000 reports, but unfortunately, they were all just suspicions. The forensic investigators focused on the road near the house, and on October 23, 2018, volunteers spent the entire day searching for the missing Jayme Closs, but sadly, their efforts were in vain. A reward of $25,000 was initially offered for information leading to Jayme's discovery, which later doubled to $50,000. On October 26, 2018, the funeral for James and Denise Closs was held. On the same day, a 32-year-old man was arrested. He confessed to burglarizing the house after the parents' deaths and Jayme's abduction, but claimed no involvement in the events. Patterson believed Jayme was too scared to attempt escape, so he didn't bother with locks or guards. Jayme said he forced her to hide under his bed when visitors came. During a Christmas party, he threatened to kill her if she came out from under the bed. Despite being infatuated with the girl, he did not molest her. They spent most of their time watching TV or cooking. Over time, Patterson began to regret killing Jayme's parents. He allowed Jayme to go out with him for short distances. On the afternoon of January 10, 2019, Patterson told Jayme he was going out for a few hours and threatened her not to leave or he would shoot her. After he left, Jayme decided to escape. Wearing only a light shirt, tight pants, and Patterson's shoes, she ran as fast as she could away from the house. By chance, she encountered a woman named Gino walking her dog. Recognizing Jayme from news reports, Gino took her to the nearest house, owned by Harrowing, and they called the police. While waiting for the police, Jayme remained remarkably calm for her age. When the police arrived, she described Patterson, his car, and the location of his house. On the road, the police encountered a red car with the name Patterson on its license plate. They stopped the car and found Jack Patterson inside, arresting him immediately. Closs entered the hospital under police protection and was discharged the next day to go live with her aunt, Jennifer Smith. Hormed, the company where Jayme's parents worked, announced that they had given Jayme $25,000 to secure her future. In court, Jack Patterson was sentenced to life in prison. He stated, "I saw Jayme getting off the school bus and was captivated by her, so I kidnapped her. Usually, when a young man likes a girl, he offers her a flower or says sweet words to her. But breaking into her house, killing her parents in front of her, then kidnapping her and hiding her under his bed is sheer madness. May God protect us from the evil of the insane and the deranged, who seem to be increasingly common in these times."